Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Jeannie Assante, and the name of my company is I Dream of Jeannie. I'm excited because I've been in business since 1988. I didn't realize that I'd been in business that long until I actually searched back, and I was kind of like, wow, how great is that? And I have a lot of portfolio, a major portfolio of companies in my wheelhouse, and I'm really excited today because I'm going to be talking about identity theft protection. That's one thing that's really near and dear to my heart. And I am going to ask if I could share a screen because I want to show a really short video to you guys just to give you an overview of what's going on. Is that possible,
Oh
guys?
yeah, no problem.
Okay, great. And I thought I had it all queued up, so beg me, but forgive me. Okay, here we go. Share my sound.
With every post you share, purchase you make, and email you send, you leave a trail of personal information. From credit card numbers to social security data, your information can easily get into the hands of fast-acting cybercriminals. The consequences can be devastating. Identity theft can take years to remedy, and the effects can be long-lasting. Damaged credit, IRS troubles, tarnished reputation, and even incarceration. With all the time you spend online, you deserve peace of mind knowing your information is safe and secure. IDSeal is one of the best identity theft protection solutions on the market, shielding you from fraud, minimizing damage, and even providing compensation for certain losses. It works around the clock, constantly scouring the web to alert you if your personal data is being used to commit crimes. But what about the devices that carry all of your information? They need protection too. That's why IDSeal Pro-Tec now comes with all IDSeal subscriptions. IDSeal Pro-Tec guards your devices and private information from cybercriminals, delivering an added layer of security, allowing you to keep sharing, shopping, and emailing with confidence. With IDSeal's comprehensive identity monitoring, combined with the powerful added features of IDSeal Pro-Tec, you'll get a full-spectrum cybersecurity and digital privacy solution that helps to protect and defend against cyber threats to your confidentiality, identity, and devices. Get peace of mind and start protecting what matters today. Give them nothing to steal with IDSeal.
So, guys, this is in a nutshell what IDSeal does. But I want to be able to highlight something that's really very important that most of us really don't understand and or even think about, right? How many of us have medical insurance? How many of us would be devastated if we found that our limit of our medical insurance was used? How many of us would be just like totally beside ourselves if we got sick and needed it and couldn't use it? Or we had to take time to figure it out. So I'm going to give you a real quick story because I think it's important that we understand how important our medical insurance is to us. It's something that we pay for every single month, right? But we don't think about it until we need it. Kind of like the car insurance, right? We don't think about it until somebody cracks into us. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what kind of car insurance do I have? Does it cover everything I need? And it's just really insane how we just don't really pay attention to it. But I want you just for a minute just to pay attention to it. Now, yes, IDSeal does cover every aspect of your life and make sure that your identity does not get taken and that your money doesn't get spent without your knowledge, right? Well, unless you have a wife or a significant other that can do that for you. But we're going to say that we're going to try not to let that happen without your knowledge. And it's so important that we know that the banks work with us when it comes to that kind of stuff. So that's not really the big issue when it comes to identity theft. Identity theft, the issue is that people are stealing people's identity and putting in a whole new life to fruition under that name. Now, I don't know about you guys, But I know that if someone decided to do something as a criminal act under my name, because I'm in the identity theft world, that would damage me. That would damage me hugely because people would be like, first of all, if your identity is not safe and you have identity theft protection, wow, how safe is mine, right? But second of all, even so, all my other businesses that I have, because I did mention I have a portfolio of businesses, they're all done by referral. So, Oscar, I know that, you know what, you may think I'm the best person in the world, but if something comes up that someone says that I did something, until they prove that I didn't do it, until I prove I didn't do it, you're going to be thinking in the back of your mind, should I refer this person? Will I refer this person? How many of us can afford not to be referred? So, guys, if you feel that this is going to impact you, not just money wise, but also personal wise, and your family gets involved, because it's like, oh my God, that's Jeannie's son. I don't know, how far does the apple fall from the tree? So we want to be able to take all these things into consideration. But let's go back to the medical. I have someone, unfortunately, she got cancer, and it was really bad. And so the doctor said, we need to really do some aggressive fighting for this cancer. And so they started putting in all the referrals that they needed and all the things that they needed to do to the medical insurance so that they can, get the approvals done so that they can start treating her. And she needed to be treated like yesterday. It wasn't even like, oh gosh, we can wait a little while. 2 days later, she gets a letter from her insurance company saying that her insurance has been used up for the year, that she is not eligible to receive any more insurance. Now, this is a woman that, like myself, goes to the doctor twice a year, gets her checkup, does her whatever normal stuff that she's going to do, had no idea that she would need it beyond that. And so she couldn't understand how she maxed out her medical benefits. Checking into it, they found that, a lot of medical procedures were done under her name. And when they checked back, it was not for her, it was for someone else. Now, it took some time to figure that stuff out. By the way, she has IDSeal now. She didn't have it then. It took some time to figure it out. Now, she was blessed to have money in the bank to be able to pay for the medical procedures so that she wouldn't pass away while this is happening. And that's how close she was with how bad her cancer had gotten really quickly. And so she was able to, pay for her procedures and stuff, and then, bill the medical company once this was all straightened out and get her money back. But what if she didn't have that money? What would she have to do? What would you have to do to make sure that your medical bills get paid so that you can continue treatment that you need to survive? How many people are prepared for that? Now, this is not something I want to tell you to scare you. This is something I want to tell you to prepare you for what could happen. To show you how amazing these cybersecurity thieves are at their job. Think about how good you are at what you do. Think about what you had to do to perfect your craft. Do you know that they do the same thing? Not only do they do the same thing, but they're in a race to see who can be better. Because the one who's better at stealing your ID is the one who makes more money. Don't allow them to get so good at it that they're able to take what you have, the most important thing, the only thing you can't replace in life, and that's your identity. Anyone have any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's no questions. That was great and very informative. Jeannie, thank you so much for bringing something to our attention that most people don't really think about.
Thank you.
So it's too late.
And here's Jeannie's information. You can scan her code right here.